Flag on the play.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that.
The snow sure has made the travel difficult all throughout the 5 boroughs and into New Jersey, but we are ready for football nonetheless at MetLife in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Jackson now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
John Jackson on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Fighting speeding through, and he's got space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. Over the middle to Smith. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through.
It's good.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
A gain of 5.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now a run with Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off the play fake, Daniels. He completes this one to Mack. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. From the gun, Daniels. Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll run here with Mack. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 3rd down, Daniels. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't help for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Henry, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jets, nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson.
Complete.
He gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Down carry for Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Goes back at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. from the gun, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Jets are going to get the football back. A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Daniels. He's got this one completed to Mims.
Daniels.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. He'll air this one out for Mims. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 55 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Titans 10, Jets nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Off play action. Daniels. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
From the gun, Daniels. He'll air this one out for Mims. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Carrier brought down just shy of the goal line. Brings up 3rd down.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Here we go.
Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. On that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Garoppolo's pass intercepted.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
28-yard line.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Here's Matt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
7 makes it 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Down at the 15-yard line.
Check 50, check 50. Alert flare, flare, flare. 60 Eagle.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
16-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. The pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3. at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Not much there, only a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe some.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll run here with Mack. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it's going to be second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10. Garoppolo again.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's third down.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Over the middle here to Brown.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Henry. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Garoppolo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Garoppolo now. Buying time to his left. He can run for... Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 4, check 4. Switch gears, switch gears. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Here's Marlon Mack. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Check 24, check 24. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike.
From the gun, Daniels. Able to connect with Mims. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, They don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Kevin
Byard up to make the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Mack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Is on for the field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. It'll buy some time right. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the Jets' 30-yard line.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Play action, Garoppolo. Throw left side, complete. It's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And it brings up.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Garoppolo to throw. The open man is Smith. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 10.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Here we go.
And the busy night for Henry continues. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time.
And now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's Mims.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
55, mark, 55. Squeeze down the line. Slam. 55.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Tonight.
And losing in this wild card round, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it. Building blocks, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this...
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even